the art of making a delicious, hot chocolate. We all like to enjoy a bar of cold chocolate. How do we turn that into a savory mug of hot chocolate?
The taste and quality in the end come down to one raw ingredient, the cocoa powder selected, and there's a lot to choose from.
So how do you select a good cocoa powder for making your hot chocolate? Most cocoa powders you'll pick off the shelf are filled with sugar. 75–80% of the powder itself could be the white stuff, the bad stuff. When you want something unsweetened, you don't have much to choose from. Either go for an American import or two Dutch, Van Houten or Droste. The Dutch are pretty good colonialists. Let's give their cocoa powder a shot. Van Houten's got the cutest cover. That's as good a reason as any to choose it. We've selected our cocoa powder. We've gone for Van Houten, a Dutch cocoa, and naturally made with the Dutch process. What that does is it relieves the acidity in the cocoa powder through a special process. It gives it that dark reddish color, dark and delicious color. And we use 1/3 of a cup, or 80 milliliters, for our mix. Then we take our milk. I'm anti-dairy, sorry dairy lobby, so I'm going to use black bean soy milk, 300 milliliters. You pour the milk into a blender. Good. Milk need not be cold. You have the cocoa powder. And then, for a little bit of an extra chocolatey flavor, you take a block of any chocolate, the more premium the better. I'm going to use this Swiss chili chocolate. Break up the blocks and add it, and then the magical tastes, which give it a more Mexican flavor. A little bit of cinnamon to taste, maybe half a teaspoon. Dab of that. A dash of vanilla extract. For those not allergic to nuts, a bit of almonds. I'm going to leave those out for calorie sake. And last but not least, the sweetener. You could add sugar. I'm not going to tell you how much because that depends on how sweet you want it. I prefer to go 0 calorie, and I add stevia. About, in my case, half a teaspoon. Should be sweet enough. Now before you blend it, I want you to sniff it. It's not wine, but it should still be sniffed. Sense the aroma here. Go. Oh, God. Inhale the spices. Inhale the cinnamon. Then you know it's good. If you're sure that the smell isn't going to get you sick, well, the drink isn't going to get you sick. That's the time to blend it. Put the top on and just let it rip. Mixture blended. Now, sample taste time. Take a chopstick, your finger, whatever you find most hygienic, and dip it in. Okay? And go. This white sweet balance, the right cinnamon balance, the right vanilla balance, that means you're ready to roll. And you've got two choices. Choice number one, you take a bit of premium coffee liqueur, add as much as you can bear, blend it with some ice, and let it rip. You'll be drunk in no time. And the second choice, you dump the mixture from the blender into a pot, and you eat it. Choices, choices, choices. Heads, we take our spiked chocolate mixture, the one with the coffee liqueur, pass out the cover outside, and forget this evening ever happened. And tails, we take our unadulterated chocolate mixture, pour it into a pot, heat it up on a burner, sit by a toasty fire, and savor that chocolate in a large, aristocratic mug. Let's flip it.
Tails. Sobriety it is.
Now there's several techniques for pouring the chocolate mixture into the pot before heating. The Dutch do it under their legs. They lift their leg up and pour it under, like so. The French, above the head. I don't like either of those approaches. I'm not Dutch nor French. In the U.S., what we do, we hold the pot like this, and we slowly lean the blender over the pot so that the liquid falls with gravity into the pot. Slowly. You do it too fast, it'll splatter. You do it too slow, you'll be standing here for an hour. Just let it roll. When you've got your chocolate on the burner, you gotta stir it. If you don't stir it, it's gonna burn and it will taste crappy. Do 5 strokes counterclockwise. Stop. 5 strokes clockwise. Stop. 5 strokes counterclockwise. Now what does it matter what direction you stir it in? The universe is in balance. There's the yin and the yang. And if you don't stir it properly, your hot chocolate will lose its balance and taste like crap. Your chocolate's hot, sitting in the pan, you can't let it sit. If you let it sit, it's going to get cold, and it's going to be cold chocolate. If it's going to be cold, you might as well just put the coffee liqueur in and have it that way. So when it's hot and fresh, you pour it into a nice round mug. Tastes different in a mug. Okay? Pour it in. Oh, look how chocolatey that is. Good. Okay? Sniff it again. Oh, God. Okay. Sniff it twice. Sniff it 3 times. If it doesn't smell good the 3rd time, dump it. If it smells the same on the 3rd sniff as it did on the previous 2 sniffs, you can drink it.